Look at you. What do you believe in, huh? What do you believe in?
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies no one will let you criticize.
Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life. His breakfast will taste better than any meal you and I have ever tasted.
For this list, we're going over the films whose fan bases are so widespread and devoted that they refuse to hear any mark against them. To clarify, they are all fantastic movies, some of the greatest ever. And we're not disagreeing that they're worth defending, but you can acknowledge something's flaws and still enjoy it. If there's a movie sacred cow that you or someone you know would die on a hill for, please let us know about it in the comments. Number 10, Raiders of the Lost Ark. The first Indiana Jones is the quintessential adventure movie. The locales are exotic, the action is rollicking and fast-paced, and there's mystery and history thrown into the mix.
And if you put the staff in a certain place at a certain time of day, the sun shone through here and made a beam that came down on the floor here and gave you the exact location of the Well of the Souls.
There are so many iconic scenes and moments that have been embedded into pop culture that it's impossible to escape its influence. While some have argued that it's too cheesy, it's a throwback to old adventure serials. Those were cheesy. Others have pointed out Indy's lack of effect on the movie's outcome.
Indiana Jones plays no role in the outcome of the story. Like, if he weren't in the film, it would turn out exactly the same.
Look, even if he's just along for the ride, it's still an incredibly fun ride.
Don't look right! Keep your eyes shut!
Number 9, Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters as a franchise has had plenty of ups and downs, and the original film started on such a high note that it seems inconceivable to find fault in it for many fans.
Whatever it is, it's gotta get by us.
Myself included. The effects are dated now, as is some of its content. But it's been beloved for decades for more than just nostalgia.
I just got overexcited. But wasn't it incredible, Pete?
It's a hilarious supernatural comedy with tight pacing, a great cast, and even if the effects don't look up to today's standards, they're still creative. Ghostbusters fans should be confident that the movie can take a little criticism along with its praise. Sometimes crossing the streams can be good. Number 8, Fight Club. A cult favorite. Fight Club has a fan base nearly as fanatical as the participants in their titular underground fighting/anarchist organization.
Why? I don't know why. I don't know. Never been in a fight. You?
No, but that's a good thing.
No, it is not. How much can you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight?
While there are certainly toxic fans out there, especially those who imitate the violent acts in the film, Fight Club's quality is still worthy of praise. Edward Norton and Brad Pitt are at the top of their games here. And the movie's themes about topics like consumerism remain relevant even today.
Look, the people you are after are the people you depend on. We cook your meals. We haul your trash. We connect your calls. We drive your ambulances. We guard you while you sleep.
It's just a shame that some fans take the first 2 rules of Fight Club a little too literally. It's okay to talk about Fight Club.
First rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Not everyone's gonna have nice things to say about it, but who cares? Number 7, Back to the Future. The 80s are beloved for many people, and one film that defined the decade was Back to the Future, which is kind of ironic since a large part of it is set in the 50s.
Hey kid, what'd you do, jump ship? What? Well, what's with the life preserver?
Doc Brown and Marty McFly's first adventure with a time-traveling DeLorean is as timeless as the vehicle itself, and has become as prevalent in pop culture as Huey Lewis and the News are in the movie.
1, 2, 3.
Everything from the music to the humor is 1.21 gigawatts of amazing. But some fans of the movie can take after Biff rather than Marty when it comes to their defense of the film. We can all agree that Marty's whole situation with his mom is kind of creepy though, right?
This is all wrong. I don't know what it is. But when I kiss you, it's like I'm kissing my brother.
Number 6, Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino is a director with a very particular style, and Pulp Fiction is often considered, if not his best film, then certainly the one most emblematic of his work.
Whose motorcycle is this?
It's a chopper, baby.
Whose chopper is this?
Zed's.
Who's Zed?
Zed's dead, baby.
There's crime, a non-linear narrative structure, violence, profanity, a hip soundtrack, and amazing quotable dialogue.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
It's a masterpiece that oozes style in every frame, plain and simple. You can find something new about it every time you watch it. But like all things, Pulp Fiction isn't for everyone.
Get it straight, Buster. I'm not here to say please. I'm here to tell you what to do.
Some people just can't handle the level of brutality or follow the story that's been jumbled up like an unfinished jigsaw puzzle. And that's fine, even if it does make them. Number 5, The Matrix. The Matrix changed everything. It revitalized the cyberpunk genre. It took visual effects to new and creative places. It single-handedly led to an increase in the sale of leather clothing and sunglasses, probably.
We're in.
At its core, The Matrix tapped into some very real concerns people have about digital life, AI, and the need to break free of societal norms, which most of us have felt at some point or another.
One night after night, you sit at your computer. You're looking for him.
Plus, it's just so freaking cool. So what if it draws on familiar influences? Have you watched that lobby shootout lately?
Guns. Lots of guns.
If some people want to take the wrong pill and stay in Wonderland, that's their business. Number 4, Avengers Endgame. It would have been a snap to choose Avengers Infinity War instead, but we think Endgame is a bit more beloved. Too soon?
You know, I keep telling everybody they should move on and grow. Some do. But not us.
The finale of the first arc in the massive Marvel Cinematic Universe, Avengers Endgame somehow manages to be both a somber reflection on grief, loss, and death, as well as a wacky time heist that revisits the greatest hits of the movies that came before it with tons of callbacks and humor.
That wasn't supposed to happen, was it?
Oh, we blew it.
The final battle scene alone would make it untouchable, but everything that came before and after? Spectacular. Is it a perfect climax to the Infinity Saga? Maybe not. Professor Hulk did come out of nowhere, but it's better than anyone could have imagined it would be.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Number 3, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Star Wars fans have a lot of differing opinions, but there's one thing almost all of them can agree on. The Empire Strikes Back rules.
Ben?
You will go to the Dagobah system.
Dagobah system?
There you will learn from Yoda.
Upon its initial release, reviews were actually divided on whether it was good or not.
Not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true. In the years since, though, Empire has become regarded as the gold standard for not only Star Wars movies, but sequels in general.
Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
It's the darker middle chapter that every other darker middle chapter is compared to. It expanded on everything great about the original film, raised the stakes, introduced iconic new characters, and has one of the greatest plot reveals of all time.
I am your father.
It doesn't even need defending. Its legacy is already established. Number 2, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. The Lord of the Rings is one of the most popular film trilogies ever made, and The Return of the King is the culmination of the epic fantasy tale.
By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West!
The battles are amazing in scale and in detail, with revolutionary effects for the time.
I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you! Come on!
The performances are emotional and moving. It's the end of a journey years in the making that many considered impossible to translate to the big screen. Nitpickers cite things like there being too many endings as marks against it. But even leaving aside how easily criticism like this can be refuted, they already cut out the scouring of the Shire, Fans needn't worry anyway. Return of the King and many other films on this list bow to no one. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Dark Knight. We would be surprised if you were surprised.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me.
The Dark Knight was a smash hit when it was released, and it has only become more beloved with time. It's one of the best superhero films ever made. The action and stunts are fantastic. The performances, particularly the now legendary turn by Heath Ledger as the Joker, are magnetic. Its soundtrack is great, and its gritty tone has been imitated countless times by other films.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Does it have flaws? Probably, somewhere. But compared to the greatness that is the rest of the film, they are hard to spot. And if anyone does get angry at someone pointing them out, we've just got one question for you.
Why so serious?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.